Welcome to San Francisco's GNews. We bring you all the LGBTQ plus top stories from around the world. So join me, Celso Dulay, and my guest co-host every week, where we spill the G on the regular.
This week on GNews, it's the Folsom episode!
Fetishism isn't weird, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Get your safe word ready. We have your ultimate Folsom party guide.
Rope bondage, sex, and art in China.
Plus, legs up and our crush of the week.
Get all your gay in just one day.
Right here on GNews.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of GNews. It is the Folsom episode, and who better to help helm the desk for the leather fetish ball than the remarkable Sam McGinnis.
Who, me? Oh, hello.
Welcome back.
Well, thank you for having me back.
You're welcome. I don't know if you saw, but everyone was on hiatus still, and I thought, well, we got to do at least some news segment, and so I had to be by myself.
Well, but you were fabulous.
I was all alone.
You were fabulous.
Well, I missed you, so welcome back. But you were having fun. You were twisting all twirly and gay in Utah.
I was. I went to Utah for a week, and I hiked the arches with my partner, and
the photos are cute.
Oh, thank you.
The photos are cute.
Yeah,
it looks pretty.
It was. I have to tell you, it was the most grueling hour-long hike I ever had uphill. I was a sweaty bitch, but it was a fun time sure.
I'm thankful for people like you that do that stuff and take pictures, because then I don't have to go and be in nature. I can just live vicariously through you.
Postcards.
Because I don't do nature.
No, the funnest thing though, it was we went to this lake and we paddleboarded. It was my first time ever paddleboarding, and about 3 minutes after standing up on this paddleboard, I fell off.
Of course.
Abby. And then I lost my glasses.
Of course.
Yeah, why would I wear contacts that day? And so I spent the whole rest of the day blind AF, and it was cute. So, yeah. So, huge shout out to Josh for driving my ass down the canyon to go get contacts.
I think it's funny. Yeah, thank you, Josh. I think it's funny that it's the first time you've done a paddleboard.
I know. It's like a big ass surfboard essentially, and it was really, really fun. I had a blast, and I got to see some really good friends, and I had a great time in family, and so.
I heard you saw some desert sex.
Well, that's just debatable right now. We're not going
that
to
it was sex. We won't go into the details of it, but I have this opinion that it's like beach sex, like that you get sand in places you shouldn't have sand.
It's 105 degrees in Utah in the summer. Sweaty,
I'm sorry.
Gross, sticky. Well, I mean, it is the Folsom episode. Maybe you're into that, so it's all good.
It's true. I'm just saying, I don't want sand in little crevices like that. That's no.
No, ma'am.
No. Well, we're happy that you're back, and we're happy that you're back. If you guys are watching us on social media, we super like likes, shares, comments, and of course, subscriptions.
Yes.
But we do want you to visit us at glitterbombtv.com, because we are launching our store next month.
Yep.
Glitterworthy. Yes, we're gonna have these fans on there. We're so excited. These are just our first run, but we're gonna have so much more. We're gonna have this and a bunch of other designs. So you're gonna want to check out glitterbombtv.com. If nothing else, to get a fan that says Glitterworthy on it.
They're so cute. You gotta get them, and obviously very sturdy.
It's a Daft Boy fan, so you know it's quality. You ready to get to the news?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Nothing against the bottoms, but this segment is all about the tops. It is the Folsom Street Fair episode. Woohoo! Folsom Street Fair is the largest leather fetish outdoor festival in the world. But we'll get to the fair in just a little bit.
But for now, let's talk about fetishism. A fetish is an insatiable attraction to a particular object, non-genital body part, or activity as a way of getting sexual pleasure.
We are far more aware about fetishism these days than we have been in the past, but it still carries with it a stigma, and it can be a taboo subject.
But don't repress, express. There's more people with fetishes than you might realize.
That's true. We found a really well-done article on the Lioness website. The Lioness, by the way, appears to be the platinum standard of vibrators. It is a smart vibrator that actually measures and tracks your orgasms. So apparently, it can be used vaginally or anally by anyone. Literally, be it a man, a woman, a trans person, a non-binary person, anyone.
And it was even featured in Oprah's magazine. It's like, you get an orgasm.
And you get an orgasm. And you get one. You get one.
I get one.
Yeah. They reference a Canadian study that showed nearly 45% of people had a desire to experience some form of fetishism, and US Google search results seem to echo the Canadian stats. The results show that y'all are into fetish. Fetish, just as a category in itself, was 100,000 to 1 million hits.
And you have balloon fetish,
Spanking fetish,
shoe fetish,
panty fetish,
nylon fetish,
foot fetish sex,
foot fetish,
fetish websites,
and male foot fetish. The best part about the article is advice given by an expert from the American Association of Sexuality Educators, Counselors, and Therapists saying, as long as everyone is consenting and enjoying things, it's okay. So embrace your fetish and have a good time.
We could not agree more. Okay, so as we mentioned, San Francisco's Folsom Street Fair is the largest outdoor leather fetish festival in the world. It draws nearly 500,000 people every year.
So, as you might suspect, there's a few events happening around the city.
And thank the leather gods for Andymatics, who compiles a list of events and information for us all.
Without it, we'd be lost in a leather frenzy.
Not to be confused with a leather onesie.
So here are some of our highlights from Andy's list.
We start things off on Sunday, September 22nd, with the Soma Bar Crawl, which replaces the Leather Walk this year. The crawl will start at the Folsom Foundry before hitting all the usual haunts, then ending at a beer bust on Harrison Street just outside of the San Francisco Eagle.
There, they will raise the leather flag to kick off SF's Leather Week.
Oasis offers up Baloney, billed as San Francisco's all-gay male revue that's not entirely gay and not entirely male. It features performances on September 26th, 27th, and 28th.
September 27th shares the Folsom Block Party at Mr. S Leather that will be celebrating 40 years of leather, kink, and style.
As well as The Exiles San Francisco for individuals who are non-male identified who have a positive personal interest in BDSM.
September 28th features New Breed at Club 6, produced by Pound Puppy SF and Polyglamorous.
Which is part dance party and part, well, puppy breeding.
And Aftershock, the dance party that literally dances its way into the festival.
Yes. And that brings us to Welcome to Sunday morning, September 29th. The official San Francisco Folsom Street Fair. 500,000 people packed into 13 city blocks of sweaty leather fetish fun. Bring your sunblock.
But don't blow all your wads, because the party doesn't stop when the fair does.
Sunday night hosts the mega party Real Bad 31 at 1015 Folsom. And when we say mega party, we mean mega party!
Now, Real Bad draws all the boys, but boys are not the only quota. Enter Gear Queers at Jolene's, the after party for women and allies.
We're not kidding when we say our highlights merely scratch the surface of the complete list.
And Andy seriously outdoes himself with this year's compilation.
And that's not even to mention the non-Soma bars and private parties that are happening all over the city.
We put a link to Andy's website down below, so don't fill up your leather dance card just yet. One fetish and art form that will definitely be featured at Folsom Street Fair is rope bondage.
Rope bondage, or Kinbaku-Bi, which literally means the beauty of tight binding,
Ooh, so tight.
has its roots in Japan.
Siyuito is recognized as the father of Kinbaku.
But this story takes us to China, Shanghai to be exact.
Rope binding is growing in public interest in China. The expanding community is seeing more and more public classes and showings, which is noteworthy considering the extreme conservatism of the Chinese government.
China's Section 301 of their criminal law states that assembling a crowd to engage in promiscuous activities carries with it a sentence of up to 5 years in prison.
But even though it's mostly underground, interest in the art form continues to grow.
Do you know who Mr. Pam is?
Does the bear in the woods?
I believe they do. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Pam is an award-winning gay porn director and one of the few women in the gay porn industry. So this reminds me of a story that Mr. Pam told me once. She and her friend Leo were practicing bondage rope tying skills, that kind of thing. And her mom came over. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Mom.
I'm sharing the story. And her mom was like, what are these? She found the ropes. And Pam goes, oh, we're into macrame.
Hey, macrame would be a great safe word.
It would. For me. Because your safe word is...
Margaret Thatcher.
Now y'all know. Hey, Sam. Have you ever been to Burning Man?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You?
No, I haven't been. I want to go, and I don't know if I want to go. I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Well, hey, whether you want to go to Burning Man or not, these next photos will certainly pique your interest.
Ooh.
So, one of our favorite Olympians, Gus Kenworthy, he went to Burning Man this year for the first time ever. And thank Ja that he had the sense to take some photos.
Yeah. He looks like he's having fun. He's all relaxed and hairy. Yum.
And shirtless. But it's this pic that has everyone's interest. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. I think I'm going to start calling him Ken Gunworthy.
So he is definitely glitter worthy.
Yes.
Is that your heart beating?
No, it's our crush of the week. This week's crush hits a little close to home. I met this week's crush, James Scott Jarris, several years back. He's a successful photographer, and for a short while I was in college, I worked at his art gallery here in San Francisco.
James used to photograph and judge San Francisco's Bare Chest Calendar, whose sole purpose is to raise funds to support the mission of their beneficiary. By the way, the 2020 calendar will benefit the Positive Resource Center.
While doing my research for the show, I happened upon an article about James, aka Barnaby's daddy.
Barnaby's daddy has a significant presence on Instagram.
But it's his place in a subscription-based world of OnlyFans that got our real attention.
OnlyFans is a subscription service that essentially supplements your social media, allowing fans to pay for an extra special content.
The service is largely porn and sex work based, although they attest that it's open to anybody that wants to create content for a pay-per-view.
This silver fox stands out partly because of his age.
But what most likely sets him apart is his personality. James is clearly having fun being James.
And his fans are proof that they are having fun watching James be James.
Because he is a friend who is a warm, smart, and talented artist, and because he proves that sexy does not have an age. He is our crush of the week.
Just look at him. We put links down below for the Instinct article featuring James and the SF Bare Chest Calendar.
So the Bare Chest Calendar so far has raised $200,000 and counting. If you want to get your calendar and help the PRC, go to the link.
Well, that's it for this episode of GNews, where you get all your gay in just one day with your hosts,
Celso Dulay
and Sam McGinnis.
Remember to visit us at glitterbombtv.com because we're opening our store, Glitterworthy, where we're going to have fans and all kinds of other things that you're going to want to check out.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
We'll see you next week.
Bye!
And it can be a taboo subject.
But don't... Sorry.
But
I was like thinking about fetishes and I was, oh, f***, my bad. Anyway.
Let me take the longest breath in history.
Holy sorry. For now, let's talk about fetishism. I want to do that again because I...
Fetishism.
Fetishism.
45% of people had a desire to experience some form of fetishism. I can't say it.
Fetishism.
Fetish.
Fetishism. It's like fetishism.
Fetishism.
That's literally what it is. Fetishism.
All of our outtakes are going to be fetish.
I had to say fetishism too.
Okay. We are far more aware about fetishism. I just did it. Fetishism. Maybe that's just the way I speak. Fetishism.
As long as everyone is embracing and me right now. Okay, I got it. Okay.
I'm like, right now?
Okay. Right now, right this second. So,
You sure?
Queen. Okay. As long as everybody is consenting and having a good time, it is okay. So embrace your fetish.
And we couldn't agree more.
Are you not behind?
I didn't even say the line. I didn't even say it right.
Celso, are you protesting? Embrace your fetish? Is that?
and enjoy your time.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say it correctly.
Okay, so I was like
It's my
waiting for
fault.
the.
Can I get through this fucking line and not be a dumbass? Okay. Consensual sex, motherfuckers. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Don't. Me, audible exhalation of breath. Okay.
Oh, that you can say.
I hate you so much right now.
That's bloopers. You should stand up and no.
No, we don't have.
Just
Yes. Yes.
hold on.
Oh, that's so going in the outtakes.
Shout out hashtag Rebecca Moore or More MILF. Yeah. We put links down below to the we put it. Stupid. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. One more time. Last time. Swear to God.